I'm a dumb teen boy, I eat sticks and rocks and mud. I don't care about the government and I really need a hug. I feel stupid, ugly, pretend it doesn't bother me. I'm not very strong, but I'll fuck you up if you're mean to bugs. I really like your spotty sweater. Ladybugs are girls, how do you make kids together? What's it like in a female world? I bet it's just so much better. I just turned 14 and I think this year I'm gonna be mean. Don't mess with me, I'm a big boy now and I'm very scary. I punch my walls, stay out at night and I do karate. Don't message me cause I won't reply, I wanna make you cry. Ain't that how it's supposed to be, though it isn't me. Boys will be bugs, right? Boys will be bugs, right? I'm a dumb teen boy, all I wanna do is quit. My mom told me that she's worried and I couldn't give a shit. I have friends who understand me. The names are Spider, Beetle, Bee. They don't say much, but they've always listened to me. The other boys at school think it's cool to hate your parents, but they're lying all the time. The bugs advise that I should let them. If you wanna cry, make sure that they never see it. Even better yet, block it out and never feel it. I just turned 14 and I think I know everything. Don't mess with me, I'm a
Another friend.
very scary. I punch my walls, stay out at night and I do karate. Don't message me cause I won't reply, I wanna make you cry. Ain't that how it's supposed to be, though it isn't me. Boys will be bugs, right? Boys will be bugs, right? Just turned 14 party. I know that everything finds its place, although I wish I knew where to. I guess I'll have to see it through, oh, through and through. Oh, through and through, I'll find my way to you, though I'll admit it may take me some time. Oh, through and through. Oh, through and through, I will be there for you, even if we may seek a separate life. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another round of LBLCS action. It's Season 3 starting today with the CEO League, and joined with me, Buggleberry Finn, is your one and probably not your favorite, but he's up there. He's got to make the list somewhere, Ev Dingus.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's you. It wasn't the greatest introduction to roll you in, but I figured it was, like, it's what you deserved. You know what I mean? Like, so I handed it to you. It's yours.
It's me. How's it going?
It's good, dude. We got Canadian KFC against Glue Eaters today. And I've not only have you played against all of these people or with them, these guys have all been here, I think, since Season 2. So a lot of familiar faces, a lot of big men in here, a lot of scary people. Although Body Shot Andy, is that a name change that I just wasn't aware about?
Body Shot Andy. I believe it's the Gar. I might be incorrect. This might be a sub. I know the Gar changed his name, and the Gar is one of their top laners.
All right, that makes sense if it is the Gar. It is likely him. Let me check my friends list because he's on it. I just didn't know. I didn't know if he changed it or not. You know, sometimes you just don't know.
You're right.
Like sometimes I know. Sometimes I don't know. Yeah, it is him because he's on my friends list. All right, so that's the Gar.
The Gar.
All right. Body Shot Andy up there in the top lane is gonna be the Gar. Well, both teams are terrifying. I don't like this at all.
Ooh, I love it. It's gonna be juicy.
This is why I don't play in this league, dude. PP's Bears own. Oh my god, against Bondi.
This is the reason I will no longer play in the league, because I'm up against Bondi, PP Bears.
So
and
Slutty Stepsister or Daisy is gonna be the support for KFC, right?
What was his name again?
Slutty. That's clearly D's I'm saying, by the way, not T's.
Okay, I was
Slutty.
just double check. I was making sure.
It's hard to pronounce differently. I'm doing my best here.
One moment here.
And Vizzy is the support for the. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be an action-packed game. I'm really, really ready for it. No lie. I'm maybe too ready for it.
Who is the support? Is it Vizzy?
Yeah, it's Vizzy for the side of Glue Eaters.
Yeah. Right. I knew that. Testing you.
Yeah, and as it's longly spelled out, action-packed indeed. So many people, man.
People, and they're doing things, and
it's a new copy pasta in the chat for me.
Oh, I like the
Bondi. You mean the tallest ADC in the league? Hulking Goliath of a player whose champ pool is as wide as he is tall. That Bondi, the wrongly ranked 4th best ADC who systematically destroyed every bot lane who has ever crossed his path. I'd like to say, I'd say his line of sight, but none of these munchkins even come up to his chin. Evding is super small in comparison. The Ezreal Prodigy, the one who made LB LCS champ Dewey change his entire pool to even exist in the same lane as him. You know, him. And this year, he's coming for the crown. Evding, can we talk about how you're actually a 4'2" man?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm legally a dwarf. I carry around an axe and such. All the
I'm actually in like a little bit of like, I don't know if you'd be dopey or sleepy if you were a dwarf. I don't know. You'd be one of those two though.
Dope.
You think you'd be dopey?
No, I'm joking. Is there a drunk one? Like,
I think they're all just drunk. I think that's the big underlining story people don't know. It's like all the dwarves are drunk, and also I think this is. Oh, chat says sleepy 100%.
Okay. I'll let it ride. I'll take that. Take it as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a new copy pasta. My mic no longer squeaky. Suck on those nards. Take that, Bondi. Is Bondi the one who started that copy pasta about me, by the way? It might have been.
I don't know. I don't know, but they're all great. Every copy
Oh my
pasta
god,
is
it was Glue.
Glue does them all.
Happy Cloud.
Oh, what's the temperature outside over yonder?
We're in totally different parts of the world. It's not going to be the... Speaking of different parts of the world, I will say we have teams with players from London to Hawaii this year, and I'm pumped about that.
London?
Yeah, from London to Hawaii, dude.
London? No, like, London.
Yeah, almost Berlin to Hawaii, but we didn't snag the Berlin player, no lie.
You guys didn't let me talk to him. I could have snagged him.
I mean, it was letters. He was here last year. He's just,
Oh.
He lives in Berlin.
And he does enjoy his letters.
Yeah, he knows all of them, too. Vigar Law says, feel free to click the logo and see what the events will be coming up in the near future, and join our active community. You'll also learn what the LBLCS is all about. Fun, competitive, 5v5 League of Legends.
That's not something
horribly unlike Vigar Law. People are spamming R in the chat. Arthur Dent is the one in charge. We might just hop in. Now, the one thing I do like about CEO League is very rarely we're ever going to see them use Pro Draft. Oh, my God. It's nothing against Pro Draft. It's just I have to talk for so long about the draft you just saw, and then you have to watch that draft again, and then I just kind of run out of breath. You know that feeling? So me not having to run out of breath is get it up. You know, it's good.
I prefer Pro Draft. It just gives me time to think.
We'd be here all day if you would leave the cast. We'd be here until the sun set across the globe.
Head. I haven't been using my brain very well lately. And
Vigar Lol says, I miss Julie from Bakugan. Julie from Bakugan is an absolute chad of a jungler, but so is Titan. And Ninja Bear used to be on the same team as Titan, so I'm like secretly expecting Titan to just camp him. And Vizzy. I'm expecting a lot of 3-man ganking mid lanes.
Yeah, maybe 4.
I could see all 5 coming.
If at one point in this game all 5 people are mid lane from the side of the KFC boys, or the side of the opposite boys,
the Glue Eaters. Just wouldn't be surprised.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, this is why we don't let you run the show. Like, you're just part of it, right? You gotta have like somebody. What were the electives or the superlatives last year? Or is it you and Dewey were the top 2? Who most likely needs their hand held across the street? There's a reason you two are the top 2.
And I stand by it. I still don't cross streets to this day unless my hand is being touched or caressed.
Does that go for if you're in a car too? How does that work?
Cars, usually a gimme. I can handle it.
Yeah, you can.
For the most part.
Okay. Guys, I know you've always wanted to sit in a lobby with me here on the Twitch channel for as long as possible. And today I'm going to try to make that come true. All right? This game is almost about to be 10 minutes late, but don't worry. Everyone's in here and we're all ready to go. We're waiting for everyone's favorite stepsister to reconnect because you ever say something on live on stream and then in the next 5 seconds it stops being true?
Stream on live?
Yeah. I feel like you're just catching words
live.
I'm saying and not making a full sentence out of them. Want to try again?
Because sometimes you say something and it comes true and that's life, you know?
All right. Whatever you're doing right now, I don't even know what to say to you. Hey, Swiftly, how are you? Woo, this is quite the cast already, boys. We haven't even gotten into it yet.
I hate. Can I say something?
I'm gonna allow you to say something, but I have 100% power to cut you off.
I hate when 1-1 puts that emoji at Ev Dingus.
Guys, make
He's
sure
on my
everyone
team
puts that
now.
emoji in and at Ev Dingus. Thank you so much.
He's on my team now, so it's like okay, but oh my, I don't know, something about it.
Daisy, can you get out
In
of
the
the
game?
Twitch chat and get in the game?
It's Daisy. Get. Whoa.
Are you on your phone?
Me? Sometimes.
No, I'm not. I'm also on my phone sometimes during cast. If you guys hear me do a long and then followed up with no remark, it usually means like somebody texted me that I actually have to reply to. Swiftly. Oh, your thing's DC'd. Okay. We have a little bit of a DC issue. Guys, this is exactly what you should be expecting from a thing called low-budget LCS. Oh, we're getting more women to wave at you. Look at Dutch Krampus just sent at Ev Dingus that wave.
I'm back.
Did you go somewhere?
Oh, you didn't hear me?
Where'd you go?
That's good. That just means I did it good.
Did you go to the bathroom live on stream? Dear God. Oh. DJ Dice says, Ev Dingus got them girls. I've never heard a more inaccurate statement from DJ Dice than that one. Good try, though, DJ. I appreciate it. Give me a good kick.
I have plenty of girls in places that... Never mind.
Your mother and your aunts and Daisy don't count.
So since we're just sitting here...
Yeah. We want to talk about what we think how the draft's going to be, but I also don't want to do that until we get into it because they could be listening and I don't want to give away secrets to each other's teams. Even though I'm sure they've done a bunch of scouting.
Ivern.
Get out of there. Get out of there. I saw you jump up, boy.
No, I left the game. I had to get reinvited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the draft because...
Uh-huh.
We can talk about...
Guys, what do you want us to talk about? We don't want to talk about the draft because we don't want to give things away.
Ooh, how about the movement? Hashtag do it for Dewey.
Let's talk about the movement. Hashtag do it for Dewey. Why don't you start us off?
So Dewey, we all know Dewey. We're just doing it for him.
I've never heard a worst. I don't even know what to say. I can't even follow that up. I'm gonna erase that and I'm gonna just talk about it myself. Do it for Dewey. Dewey is another common hashtag also used. Dewey was a star ADC of the Executive League last year, which last year it was the highest league. He cemented himself as a force to reckon with, and I quote Ev Dingus saying, "Wow, if only I was as tall as Dewey, or maybe even Bondi, I could be better at ADC."
I'm just short. I say that about a lot of people.
I'm just short? You say that about a lot of people?
No, I say that comment. I just wish I was as tall as fill in the blank. Miley Cyrus.
You know what sucks is that...
Keanu
What up, Dewey?
Reeves.
How are you? Oh my god, we're jumping into the game. I'm so unready. Let me switch the screen for you guys. Woo! Guys, pick and ban. It is Julie from Bakugan's favorite Talia jungle that is going to be banned away. As Arthur Dent's Aurelia is also going to be taken away, trying to give the Gar, or now Body Shot Andy, a little bit more pressure up there in the top. We're going to see...
I don't like banning Julie.
It's so much bans for Julie. You got to, though.
You can't.
So here's what I think. I think you need to throw at least one so you can try to force it on one of the other two. Right? There's three really big ones. The other thing is, even if you ban all three of those big ones, Julie from Bakugan's still just a really solid player and has a deeper champ pool. But the three that really, really mess with a lot of people are absolutely the Talia, the Volibear, and we might see the third. We don't. We see Ninja Bear's Victor taken away. But you might see a Kane get picked up for the side of Canadian
I have a
KFC
different
now?
prediction. I hope they're not listening, but I'm going to go with the Vi.
Vi could also be picked up. We see Orn picked up for Arthur Dent in the top lane. Oh my god, this is Arthur Dent's least favorite. I can't believe they're making him do this. There's also a dangerous early pick as Mordekaiser's picked up for Body Shot Andy here. Although he's famously known for his singed outplays. They did also ban out Vizzy's Vel'Koz here, which I think is really smart. So I'm expecting a Zyra adaptation out of him. The Tristana is picked up for PP Bear's own here. Could be one of the best, either second or first best ADCs in the league from my own personal speculation. So it's going to be interesting to see this.
Is Jimmy No Shoes playing?
Jimmy No Shoes is playing.
Instead of Daisy?
Yeah, they seem to have subbed out Daisy because of a connection issue. Guys, this is why we had the 8-person rule here. They're going to pick the Azir as well. Azir is such a dangerous player to pick early. There's so many counters to Azir. It's notoriously picked into control mages in the mid lane. So we are going to see what the third pick here. Jimmy No Shoes is on KFC. Yes, they picked him up when they lost Vindictus in the preseason. I think they lost Vindictus in the preseason.
Interesting.
Might be wrong. Maybe they picked up Vindictus too. Who knows? I just have so many thoughts in my head.
There's a lot of thoughts going on over here.
Yeah, very different than. Oh, Ladui, guys, if you need an ADC and you're in either CEO or the executive league, I mean, pick Dewey. You want to be on my team? Dewey, that's a real offer. You probably won't get that much. Maybe get a game a week, maybe less. You want to be on my team, dude? Admit it,
no,
you do.
Dude,
Dewey, admit that you want to be on my team.
A while now.
Dewey, say it. Dewey, say it in chat. Yes, I'll be on your team, Buggleberry. I confirm that which I deploy.
Back to the pick and ban.
Perhaps. Oh my! I just got shut down. I can't believe I got rejected live on stream. We are going to see the Kane ban. That's 3 bans over towards the side of Julie from Bakugan in the jungle there. They're also going to take away the Zyra and the Jarvan, 2 super big picks for Vizzy and Titan, who won the league last year. Basically from those picks too, Jarvan giving Titan so much early pressure. I think they're going to save the final pick for their support, but I'm not sure. And it is going to be the Vi locked in. You called it. Good call.
Bam.
So the one thing I'm confused about is the Orianna pickup from the side of Canadian KFC. When somebody, I guess you are playing very, very high intensity. You have a Vi. If you were planning to pick that Vi from earlier, I guess it makes sense. You have a lot of Wamba with it. If they lock in this Morgana, though, I mean, they have so much protection for their big carries, and their team fight is whack. The thing I was going to say is I think you actually need to go a more of a 1-3-1 style against a team that is as team fight heavy as Misfortune, Azir, Ornn, and you could actually pick up, like Azir gets hard countered by players like Zed, people who share the same range but can outburst him. So Orianna is a fine pick because it goes pretty even into it. A little bit of edge to the Azir later game for damage, obviously, but in lane top pressure itself, we're going to see what happens as the Nunu is currently getting hovered for Titan, it looks like, and they're going to lock in the Trundle instead. Really solid comp out of the side of Glue Eaters on the blue side here. This is looking like a heck of a game.
A heck of a game it will be as soon as Jimmy No Shoes locks in the gonna predict here. Let me think. He's gonna pick. He's probably Swain.
Zillion. Switches a Zillion. I think that's actually really big, especially regarding Morgana Qs. Give them move speed to get out. Give the slowdown into this Trundle that is obviously going to be sprinting into this team and causing disruption. A lot of trades are going on right now. Did they just trade? Okay, they are going to trade Morgana back down to Vizzy, it looks like. Okay. I was confused for a second. It's like I've never seen Azir support. It'd be very wild. Got a message. We're going to read it live on stream. The message says, I finally got into League, but I still can't get into Discord. Slutty Stepsister, hope you're there for Game 2. I can't wait to cast you live. And speaking of live, in about 16 seconds, we're still going to have 3 more minutes until we are.
Yeah.
All right, talking about these comps to me, I really, really like the side of Glue Eaters. I think it's easier to pull off than the side of the Canadian KFC. However, Mordekaiser is super, super strong into champions like Ornn, into champions like MF, who can ult them out of their ult in the middle of it, and really disrupt the team. I think Zillion's a great pickup as well. I think this game is going to be super, super on the early game. I think if the side of Canadian KFC falls behind early, it's going to be so much harder to get back into the game. Whereas if Glue Eaters fall behind early, they still have people that can come online later in the game and really do a lot. I'm going to be very interested in the bottom lane matchup. You got some pretty safe ADCs, but I'm expecting junglers to show up there.
Yeah, and I think you hit it right on the nail with saying early game is going to be important. I think, especially dictating this mid lane, I feel like the matchup's pretty even without jungler assistance. Top lane is just ignore them; they don't matter. Bot lane,
ignore them. Everyone who's ever played top lane knows the feeling of the island. That is why I was playing some of that like Hawaiian-esque music earlier, or like Bahamas. I think it's more Bahamas-esque. It's very Bahamas-esque music. Get you in the mood to watch a lot of top lane fighting, because nothing says wet noodles like Mordekaiser into Ornn.
I think bot lane, I give the advantage to for lane phase, the Misfortune Morgana, I'm gonna say.
I think so until I don't know.
It's a tough.
So here's the thing. I think Tristana obviously naturally push with Tristana. And you have the Zillion to get back out. I think that definitely harass heavy is the Misfortune Morgana. I think they're going to find more opportunities to get picks. Vizzy is just an absolutely god of a player down in the bot lane, so really solid on that support. But because he has pick potential, I actually expect him to be rotating up to the mid lane a couple of times to provide pressure onto that Orianna and force her out of lane more. Because Tristana and Zillion are just going to constantly push. Bondi can go behind in CS, just catch the experience under the tower, keep him on pace with Tristana, with Zillion. Morgana can get really solid vision around dragons. I want to see the objective control and what people favor as well, because on Trundle, I mean, you're probably ulting Mortar Vi, right? You could ult someone else if you need to chase them down or if you just need the heal in general, but there's no, like, this is the clear tank on the side of Canadian KFC. They're a lot more like middle ground meaty, the way Mord builds, the way Vi builds. So,
yeah, I think Vi will probably be the better option, I think, unless they do need a tank, they need a front line.
Right.
And I think that's I think Vi is going to be more of a delivery service for the Orianna.
Yeah, and I think Mordekaiser is probably going to be trying to be splitting here. They might 1-3-1 because Tristana is actually really not bad wave clear at all.
No.
So I think first tower is a huge thing. What team gets to rotate earlier? I think what dragons end up spawning is also really, really big, as we're going to hop into the in-game screen in just a second, guys. This is the Glue Eaters against Canadian KFC. It is their first matchup here in the CEO League in their first week. So impressions matter, but I've seen all of these guys play before. It's going to be a heck of a game. We're going to see some outplays. Jimmy No Shoes finally picking a champion. Wait, does Zillion wear shoes?
He does, in fact, wear shoes.
He floats. What is up with Jimmy No Shoes always playing? He plays Vel'Koz. He plays Zillion. He just floats around.
You named 2 champs.
Yeah. Name a third one you've seen him play. Go ahead, try. Janna.
You're right.
Literally floats. Hang on.
Oh,
I've seen him play Janna. Is there another one that he plays that floats? That's actually kind of wild.
Now you're just saying floaty champs.
Yeah, I'm just going to know Malzahar. He plays Malzahar. We're just stuck on this screen. We're going to be stuck here for a few minutes. And by minutes, I mean hopefully seconds. Load in. We're going to load. We're going to load on in. There we go. Now I can finally use the interface here. Get this scoreboard up. Get the objective timers. Move the time controls so we can just watch the game how it's meant to be watched.
First dragon is mountain dragon. Earth, mountain, wind.
Earth, mountain?
Mountain.
Nope, wind is different.
You get what I'm saying.
And it looks like pretty traditional openings. Everyone's going to just safe start it. 5. And we see him. Boys, this is the CEO League. It's going to look probably even more professional than the LCS if you watch the CLG games. So get ready. Buckle in. It's going to be a hell of a matchup.
standard 5-point.
Standard 5-point, and everyone's just stagnant. Guys, this is also league rules will apply. We might see a tiny bit of BM from like Ninja Bear and Titan and Vizzy onto each other, but it'll probably be friendly BM since they were on a team last year. And they did end up winning it all. Arthur Dent dancing.
I don't know if you caught it in chat, but a Happy Cloud, also known as
Glue
Zach Glue, he said hashtag do it for Dewey. So I think we already know who wins this game.
Dewey. Actually, I'm super interested in who Dewey thinks is gonna win this game.
Yeah, I'd like to know as well, Dewey.
Dewey, who's gonna win? Other than you, who's gonna win? As we see both junglers opting to start their red buffs here. They did get a good ward. Azir got a good ward onto the Raptors. They actually will spot out Vi pretty early. Moving over to those as the glorious CSing begins. And I really like the Hail of Blades Vi. I think that's how you should be building her. I know some people will go Conquer on her. Some people will just build other things. But I'm a big fan of the Hail of Blades route, as well as Hail of Blades on PP Bear's own to stack that bomb even faster.
Ooh, saucy.
Saucy. I'm expecting MF and Morg to really push hard for level 2 and try to get an early kill here, or at least burn summoners, pave a way, because you have the Trundle starting up in that topside jungle. It can be really important. We actually saw Vi just straight double buff start, and is now on her Grom. Pretty chill though. Pretty chill start in the CEO League here. A lot of teams respecting each other and the comps. We do see that Bondi and Vizzy did push pretty hard for that early lane pressure. Since most of the game, they will be getting pushed in.
Yeah, and I think this is just the teams respecting it.
Oh, and PP Bear's own is going in. Here comes the Vi. It's going to go in as well. He's going to not get the stun. They are going to get a lot of damage on the Bondi and end up burning the heal. No summoners burnt on the sides of Canadian KFC, though, as Arthur Dent and body shot Andy slapping away. Julie from Bakugan going to have to queue over this wall. A great interrupt from Titan is going to mean that this flash is going to have to get burned if they want to get out, and no flash to follow it up. Is a good roam there from the Trundle to burn a flash. Good interruption from the pillar there, though. I think that was really...
That's beautiful. That was key. He got the flash burn from Vi there. That's gonna be important. She will not really be able to gank bot as easily again. I mean, overall, just losing heal in that trade is not the worst thing. Short-ish cooldown. No, we take those.
So Dewey said that since... Oh, all of a sudden, another gank here in the mid lane. Ninja Bear might be getting caught out. I expect the pillar to knock it up, and it does. Vi is nearby, though, and Tower Shack goes on to... Oh, a nice hit into the range. Two people almost falling down there, but Ninja Bear able to hold on to that flash because Vi came in to help out. They are able to burn a Happy Clouds flash. A lot more pressure here in the mid lane now for Orianna. As I finally have the opportunity to mention, Dewey says Glue Eaters will win because they have more OG Shadow Pup players.
And honestly, flawless logic.
The gold lead is on this. Oh, they were going to catch a pick here. Julie from Bakugan taking a lot of tower shots. Is still only level 3, so would get chunked out if one more hits. And Ninja Bear trading now onto Titan is going to look for the kill. I think she might be able to grab it. Julie from Bakugan smiting. Trying to get some XP to hit level 4, but not enough. I think that's what that was for. The smite there onto the minions. Try to just kill one, get level 4 if you can, but you share XP when 2 people are in the lane.
I think it was more just some tech.
Just like it was on cooldown, I need to use it.
Yeah, I think that was more. So, knowing Julie, yeah. His brain, not very big.
Brain's not very big, just like the general size of Ev Dingus, a very small man. Unlike Bondi, and Bondi's showing the height dominance, picking a character that is even, like, so much taller than Tristan. I think that was a big move from him.
Yeah, very smart, very,
Pretty solid gold lead for Bondi, too, in the bot lane there as they're looking to pick up the first dragon of the game. This is a really, really good dragon for them to get for this team, especially because they want to be able to go to the later games for those little bit of extra stats, because Ornn can give you those buffed up items, and he gets them himself as the dragon does fall over. to the Glue Eaters.
And I believe that's going to be big for Trundle. I believe his ult, it'll scale with that.
Yeah, it does.
Just even more big boyness.
Oh, and here comes BP Bear's own, slapping away at a lot of people here on the Bonnie. They are going to get one flash to get the other as well, as Glue Eater's bot lane has to flash out of trouble. Another roam. We talked about how much pressure needs to be in this bot lane. Ninja Bear is under-leveled here, but does have the flash advantage. I will say, PP Bear's own is not holding back. Like, as soon as Vi is close to their lane, regardless of their vision, just jumps in on them. And I think that's a lot of pressure generating for himself to catch back up in the CS and start to get more even with this gold here, as Vizzy's trying to freeze the wave as much as they can. But we're unable to. Good pressure here from the bot lane.
Yeah, PP Bear is just showing his dominance, showing that he's not a scaredy cat. He can do it. He's a big dog.
Looking at the summoners here, I think there's still a lot of pressure on a Happy Cloud, who still has his stuff down. We do see some pings coming out. It looks like they know Vi is on the buff right now. They're going to send 3 people over, as she is under-leveled, and the ultimate's already going to get dropped. She does fight it, and she is able to use the Q and get out as Ornn burns his ult, but to no avail. Ninja Bear caught over the wall a little bit and is going to get ulted towards the other enemy. He's going to flash back over there, and a good sombrero to pull him into range. A flash over from Titan is going to be first blood. Ex-teammates kill each other. Really good play from Glue Eaters. Really solid communication, even with the pings. A lot of times you see people in comms ping people out on the minimap, but you saw so many I'm coming pings too happen as soon as he used his ult there. So just solid from Glue Eaters, good rotations. They are able to burn the flash of Titan in that play, but Ninja Bear had to burn his as well. So pushing back in bot lane. Body shot Andy is just waiting for him to come in. He knows he's pushing the wave a little too much. I think Arthur Dent does want to back right now and reset. Either that or get deeper wards in, as we see him entering the jungle from that side. Bonnie might be getting caught out. Actually, they're going in on Vizzy right now, who we know has no flash. They used it early. Julie from Bakugan and Orianna are both rotating down, and BB Bear's own is getting stunned up and dropped. That's the kill over to Bonnie, but has no flash, and the Ignite is going to be on him. Here comes Titan trying to get there in time, but he drops to the Zillion. Jimmy No Shoes picking up a response kill on the other ADC, as both fall victim to the ganks. Gold lead, Dragon League, Blue Eaters solidly in the lead. We talked about how it's hard for the side of Canadian KFC to come back into this. So I think I'm going to start shortening to CKFC or KFC or Canadian. But I haven't decided yet.
We can just call them C, I think.
Just one letter? You want to just...
Makes it easy, doesn't it? Can't disagree.
It would be a lot faster, and here comes the bot laner. MF is level 6 against the Bears down there. We should be picking up soon, and they do. Ninja Bear again getting caught out, but a huge ultimate's going to block up 3. A nice binding from the side of Vizzy is going to make sure that not only does Ninja Bears fall once, but twice. And this time to Azir.
Yeah, perhaps just pushed. We didn't really see what happened, I guess.
I think it was just a little bit far up without the vision.
Yeah.
Was caught over on that other side of the wall, and a nice ultimate to stall time for themselves. But again, when an Azir picks first, you have to pick a lane bully. I think Julie from Bakugan is CC'd in the mid lane. And really, really responsible from Glue guys. A Happy Cloud. That is exactly the stuff we expect in the LBLCS. He started hitting Julie from Bakugan, almost finished it off, realized, I think this person is DC'd, started doing a missing ping. I'm assuming they're talking about it in chat right now, and the pause came out. It is not fun for anybody if you DC and end up getting killed or wiped in any way. So super, super responsible from the side of Glue Eaters, and they should be commended for that action. Most people in solo queue would take that kill. The rare few wouldn't, but in the LBLCS, it's really appropriate not to. Obviously, if you can't tell, like if Vi was just running away that whole time and he chased in and killed, and then we realized disconnected, I guess different story, but clearly disconnected, just standing there, taking the hits.
And I took great pleasure in watching him get beat up a little bit there.
Does that bring you a little bit of joy?
Yes, absolutely. He abandoned me and my family.
Your family? Wow.
My team is a family, Mr. Buggle.
Same blood? Blood family?
Well,
Same
no,
blood?
but
A
we
little?
share blood. Like when we're drinking blood.
Really
we
gross. Don't
from
drink.
the same
Don't drink
jug.
blood. All right, here we go. We're gonna load back in pretty soon. We did see some reconnects. Arthur Dent also DC'd. I'm expecting the teams, for the most part, other than bot lane, to just walk away. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna let him get the E out, clear the wave, and no hyper aggression on either person, as Joey from Bakugan does have to back, but luckily still was able to hang on to the life. And a lot of damage coming out from Arthur Dent. Even the ignite was dropped. Was that an ignite? What just happened there? That was a weird animation.
I believe he has a spell book, but yeah. So it was probably just for the cooldown.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it just shows the tele. It doesn't actually show his change for me. I can only see the teleport.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Okay. So he does have the spell book. That's probably what it was.
That's the assumption.
I'm assuming it.
Well, that's what assumption means.
There's just no proof about that. As well as there's no proof if they're going to make a play here in the mid lane. He's going to try to escape a little bit. Walk down to his bot lane where the dragon has spawned, and they're already starting with this Ocean Drake. That means we could see Infernal or Cloud be the Soul Drake, be the Elemental Dragon. And 2 dragons are already up, and it's going to be Infernal. Already on the side of Blue Eaters. That's really, really big. I think it's super important for KFC here to go for these Infernal Drakes. They have a much more explosive team that's not as team fighty and much more pick oriented, or turning like a 1-3-1 kind of comp. So,
well, I think I speak for everyone, including the viewers, when I say we're all hoping for a Cloud Dragon there.
No, I don't think, guys. I'm gonna pull the chat. I want to know, as Harold's getting taken from KFC over here. Did you really want a Cloud Dragon? I mean, Infernal's just more exciting, right?
Okay, you imagine you give over that ocean, and then the big boy dragon, the soul dragon, is Cloud. Imagine KFC getting 4 Cloud Dragons. He's going to get all 4 times in a fight, easy.
It would actually be very amusing to watch that. I think it actually is the dragon that the side of Blue Eaters would have wanted. I don't think they actually want it to be Infernal here. When you have a team fight oriented comp like this, because all of their ults are really, really good and affect team fights in a massive way, I think you actually want the extra cooldown and the extra speed if you're able to get Soul here. As Vizzy's just going to walk away from that bomb, and it looks like they're going to back up here. Arthur Dent should get himself at least 1 plate. He's going to continue to hammer away, and body shot Andy walking back up. They are going to spot him out in a great catch and leap, though. Jimmy No Shoes hadn't finished his back, and he's going to protect him and level him up. We got CS leads in the mid lane and in the bot lane. As here come, they're going all in on Ornn. They're going to smack him around, do as much damage as they can, and a flash E's, and to get Arthur Dent a lot safer as a plate is going to fall over to this MF and Morgana. I don't think they can really dive safely in any way, even if... Oh, Happy Cloud is here, though. It's going to be a 4-man dive. Zillion does have ultimate. He's going to ult himself, and we could totally see this be turned around. That might be 1 kill. A great use of the stopwatch to keep himself alive. A lot of damage is being dropped on the Titan here, too, though. Jimmy No Shoes is going to give the hats off with the Penguin.
Very well played there from Mr.
Jimmy No Shoes. I mean, that was massive, especially because it let everyone else in other lanes catch back up, apply pressure across the map. Vi's able to safely clear. They have really good wards now on the top middle side of the river, and now Tristana is back, and it's definitely not able to be dove, as we do see it drop in the top lane. That's the Rift Herald. He's got to drop it now. He does get the plates before they fall, which is really, really big, and he should actually be able to finish off this tower. Ornn won't be back in time.
Yeah, and that's huge for KFC here.
Yeah, they really need to. They need to do that 1-3-1. You're right, and giving that much gold to more can be big, big, big. Really close game though. Like we talked about, KFC falling behind a little bit early, they've just smacked the gold lead to only about 700 difference, which really does not mean you're behind, especially when you see how much of it's actually been spent or not. I mean, the person that's holding the most gold is the Vi, holding on to about 1,800. So if she goes and shops, so does Zillion as they're trying to back out entirely. Here comes a TP, though. I think this is Mordekaiser coming in, and it is, and he's going to try to swallow a Bonnie, taking so much damage, and here comes the ultimate. But here's Ornn on the backside as well. Ori's going to be the one starting to get picked off from that, and it looks like somebody might fall. It is Bonnie, a 4-man Shockwave. Ninja Bear out of nowhere is going to lock everybody up, and they're going to run ramp on the team. I think Vizzy is going to go down. That's 2 kills for Body Shot Andy. It might be a third one. He flashes into more damage, and here they come. This could be a total wipe. It could be the ace. Julie from Bakugan going in really deep. Is going to pick up another one. Arthur Dent trying to run for his life, and I think he will get out safely as it's a 4-for-1. The only man to fall is Body Shot Andy on the Mordekaiser.
That was just...
I need to take like 4 drinks of water. I'm like tired now, man. You gotta...
Ninja Bear with that insane Oriana ultimate there for the 4-man. Oh, that was just something you dream of, you know?
It's really nice to see. It's really going to catch them back up, too. Now they have the gold lead.
Yeah, that was essential to winning the fight there. I think if he doesn't catch all 4, I think there's a good chance they just lose the fight.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Really good stuff there. You see a lot of pings from both teams coming out. They really got to fight over this drink here. It is up at about 15 seconds. And if they haven't reset since that fight, it looks like they all have, though. Julie is going to get leveled up here, which is really big. To match, like 2 levels above Titan is really, really big. That Smite battle is going to give a lot of favor to them. Also with the speed and the ultimate of Jimmy No Shoes, meaning that Julie could be safe. The only thing is you can't smite when you're dead. So even if you're respawning, you can't smite during that, even though you can smite when you're CC. So, looking for a pick, and a huge ultimate over the wall means so much damage already onto this Mordekaiser, who is almost going to fall. He has the ultimate on him. He should stand in that wave. He does. And the ultimate's going to bring him back up. Hopefully he has his own to pull them out, and that's already one gone. They're trying to do as much damage as they can, but Vi goes down, and it looks like this dragon is going to be secured by Blue Eaters as they pick up now a 4-for-1 themselves, turning the tides right back on, and Jimmy No Shoes is now in that spot where he made a tremendous play, and Arthur Dent doesn't want to be able to this time. He's going to go all the way in, as much damage as he can. He gets the knock-up kill, but I think he will fall. A great barrier, and he does go down. That's the 3rd dragon picked up for Blue Eaters, and it's a back-and-forth game. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I was not expecting this. I was expecting a hard stomp. Every side got ahead early, and this is fun to watch. Fun to see everyone's got a playmaking ultimate. It's fun to watch them.
Yeah, everybody is on a big champion as well. I think the big thing is that Bondi really showed up big with that ult over the wall to catch 2 people, burst out right away, forced the Zillion ult to start the fight, something that you couldn't hold on to, which means he didn't have it for the carries. So just a good catch there from Vizzy and Bondi on what to do. CS-wise, PP Bear's own is a little bit behind, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Should be able to catch back up as Tristana could really shred towers come mid-late game, and we're kind of getting into the middle of that mid-game here, 18 minutes in almost. Mid tower gone, top tower gone, respectively for either team here.
I mean, you see he's down.
Body Shot Andy doing a lot, and he does use the ultimate to buy time for his team to show up and get there, and they are going to lock up Titan. Julie from Bakugan skating away from the ultimate, but is going to get hit up a great wall and a nice ultimate from Jimmy No Shoes to keep him alive. No one has yet fully fallen, but this Ornn ult could be the play of the game. A nice use in the combo there. The Shockwave misses this time. They're high. You have extreme highs and extreme lows with Oriole. And that, he had the extreme high earlier. That right there was the extreme low. He just missed 2 people, unable to clip them. Luckily, no Baron to do yet, as it's still early in this game. We're going to try to just hold middle. So I think on the side of KFC, I want to see a couple things different, as they just lost 2 team fights in a row. Thing 1, you gotta ward where you want to path to better, because they're getting caught on wards Blue Leaders are having tremendous communication and vision over them. You really, really need to focus on we have really, really solid, strong solo laners. When we start to group, that's when we're getting outmatched. That's when we're getting outplayed. Put Mord in a different lane. Put someone else who can solo a lane in the other one, and let Tristana and Ori clear that middle.
Yeah, and that's the exact point I was going to make. You just won 1-3-1 here, I think, because you look at the side of Blue Leaders here, and their 5v5 is so strong. You have to count on them messing up pretty big to be able to win that fight,
right,
I
you have to rely on something like this. Like if they could have converged on Titan before Morgana got there, or if someone clears wards ahead of the rest of the team, and the other team can't react as fast. Because you have people that can make those kind of pick potentials. I mean, Vi, Mord can make those picks, but it's a lot harder to. And honestly, you might even side lane this Tristana and 1-3-1 with the, or 1-2-1 with a Vi roaming kind of thing, where you have Zillion and Orianna clearing. They're going to catch Julie from Bakugan outright here, but here come the rest of the artillery, and the Ornal is going to get dropped, and it's going to fall onto just the Zillionists. They're looking to pick up their first kill. They are able to pick up Titan, and the binding does connect. It's going to keep Vizzy a little bit safer as he's backing up to Bondi here in this pixel bush. They do see Azir in the top lane, so they know they actually have pressure and priority here, but there's no major objective to take other than maybe bot or mid tower.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of the move. You let the Tristana farm up a little bit, you let him catch with waves, and, you you shadow him, and when you see people go for him, you just collapse on him and then look for an uneven
fight. We talked about errors being what KFC needed. That really was an error. They didn't have the full commit. The bot tower wasn't gone. If they had destroyed bot tower and then tried to set up that play, different story, because they could have been more aggressive. Ornn could have come all the way into that fight without taking 5 or 6 tower shots, but he was blocked off by it. Dragon's up in 40. Mordekaiser's bottom. Azir is now roaming with the team. Everybody is going to back on the side of KFC. So they're going to reset, and they're going to have full, better items. Let's see what they are able to purchase up here. We see the IE. We see a lot of vision wards being bought. They're going to have to fight for this vision here. 20 seconds until it spawns.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the move.
So I think they need to be super careful coming back into here. I think you're going to see some pings on them coming in, as Vi does know where they warded, and they're going to safely ward over and wait for everybody with great binding and so much damage onto Ninja Bear on the Orianna, but he is going to get the Zillion, and all of a sudden Julie from Bakugan and Body Shot Andy are on the sideline. I think Julie's going to go down. He does not have the Q up in time. They're going to pick off 1. They're going to pick off 2. A tower does fall as well in the mid lane to the Rift Herald, so a great use of that while they're pushing for this. They're going to have to respond to that. We see Ninja Bear's backing. Bear's own running to the mid lane as well, and they're going to ping out the Baron. That's Infernal Soul over to Glue Eaters, a phenomenal play, and they're looking to close out game 1 of this 2-game series very quickly.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think you can reset there without giving away Soul for free and losing a fight. I mean, I know you want to buy and you want to get your heads, but you just didn't have time.
Yeah, and a great use of the Rift Herald too, to knock down a tower while all that's happening. And now Jimmy Notion is the one caught out, and he doesn't have an ultimate for himself. This time, the Baron is really, really low. They are going to try to go in for the steal. They're unable to get it. Titan is able to pick it up, and PP Bears has to flash back out. A nice pillar is going to make sure he falls to the Azir. So that's a 2-4-0. Oh, but Julie wants to make sure he at least can bother them. They're going to get a flash out of it. A nice use of the zone use is going to keep them alive. A little bit of play of desperation. The score goes to 16-8, and the gold lead to about 8,000.
Pants.
Did you just say pants? Were you talking to me?
Oh, I was on the phone, sorry.
You're on the phone. I know there might be a little bit of lag during this stream. I apologize, guys. Doing my best over here to make sure it's figuring some settings right now.
Wait, someone just asked, is this caster on drugs? And that begs the question, Buggleberry, are you on drugs?
I swear to God they're asking about you. You just said pants in a live broadcast with no context. You're on the phone.
Who said I was on the phone?
You did. You said you're on the phone. What do you mean, who said it? There's only 2 people in the call.
Man. Seems like you're on something.
Yeah, yep. If only. And a nice ultimate again. So much damage from Bondi right now.
So I think this is where, if you're gonna go in from KFC, you have to do it.
You have to do it. You have to commit to a side lane. Like, you have to commit to this Azir, or you have to commit to the 3 in the middle. You can't. You honestly, committing to the 3 in the middle is even so dangerous. You know Bonnie's ult is down right now. That's the only thing. But the QSS is going to keep him so safe. You can't ult him as Mord. You have to pick your target wisely. So Jimmy No Shoes just trying desperately to put stuff down everywhere around here, trying to help clear. A nice pull into the tower range. Able to clear that cannon.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And if the opportunity arises, there's a good.
I think they're gonna take mid tower right here.
There's a good pink ward in the bot try for red side.
Yeah, and they're gonna push down right now here in the mid lane. 4 people while Azir's side laning. He's a really strong side laner right now with as much gold as he has. Ultimate to no avail as everybody's going to look for the fight here, and Ornn is unable to do that ultimate, but here comes Body Shot Andy now in the one-on-one. I think he's going to fall right now. A good ultimate from Zilean does keep him alive. What else can he do other than like 200 more damage, and PP Bear's own gets beat out as well. And a nice ultimate here. No shockwave to follow it up as they've already used it, and it's just not enough. They are too far behind in this game at this point as Ninja Bear's running from his life from his previous teammate. And he gets swallowed up by Vizzy. We know she was now in an ultimate, has no ult for himself, and that is game 1 of the CEO first match. Going over to Glue Eaters, dominant in this series so far. We'll see how drafts change. We'll see what comes next, because we got game 2 coming up right after this.
Why does it lets you click FF as a spectator?
Yeah, they know that you've been doing such a bad job spectating. They're like, if you want to give up at any point, just go for it, you know?
Let her rip.
I will put up the score screen right now. Now, here's the deal. Because we're so low budget, I actually had to take like 30 seconds to reorganize the stream since they have to switch sides. So you actually have to ramble for about 40 seconds straight. Can you ramble?
40 seconds.
Don't just count to 40.
1, 2.
Oh my god.
11.
Oh my god.
You
the
guys
copy pasta. Ev Dingus, aka Pants, is a commentator for the LVLCS that is often referred for his psychedelic drug collection. He is specifically known for his ban from Low Diamond solo queue. Oh my god, that's my favorite.
This guy's giving me a lot of credit.
Dude, that is so
I'm hard stuck plat 4 right now, and let me tell you, I am not having fun.
I'm gonna invite you to this game too. Okay, you gotta come. Oh, I can't until I drop down. Whoops. Now someone's gonna invite you. Now you join.
I'll take a
now you drop down. Great work. They're probably all ready to start it up. Hopefully we have a few more seconds as I frantically am editing this this page over here.
How
do you think? I know you're trying to scat. Why don't you talk about why you think they're gonna do drafts different?
Drafts different. I think realistically, Glue Eaters. I'm gonna say we're ready because we are. I'm gonna say Glue Eaters. If after a win like that, you don't really need much of anything up. I don't think. And I think we might see.
It's happening right now, so you could talk about it.
Oh, it is. You're right. Aurelia ban. Arthur Dent, known for his Aurelia. Never seen him play before because everyone's too scared of it, so we don't actually know if he plays the champ. Then we see the Ornn ban, and the side of KFC does get first pick, and Ornn is such a great team.
Well, my favorite thing is Arthur Dent. I'm gonna tell everyone a secret about Arthur Dent right now, and it's not really a secret because he posted about it maybe 60 times in season 2. But in the he hates Ornn. He just doesn't like it. I know I need to switch screens as well, guys. Hang on 1 second. There we see the Talia and the orange band. He hates orange, so if he's on blue side, if they don't ban it, he asks to first pick it every time. I know this because not only has he said this in chat, but he if you ever play against him and you take Aftershock, he gets all razzled up. He doesn't like tanks. I played 2 tanks against. I 2-0'd Glue Eaters last year, different team. But Arthur Dent just doesn't like tanks. The man hates them, and I get it. You can't 1v1 tanks. There's no like top lane. You're on an island. You're alone. You might as well duke it out. But when you play against a tank, they're like, nah. Let's CS.
You wanna know how you play into a tank?
Yeah, tell me.
Vayne top. Now.
Before we get into this, everyone should know the famous game of the 0-9 Vayne top I have Dingus, where he won the match. No one knows how. We do see PP Bear's own picking up Tristana again. We do see the substitute this time as well, so this is big to talk about. Slutty Stepsister has subbed in. And Jimmy No Shoes has subbed out. So different champ pools. Also, the Vizzy ban. Vizzy and Jimmy No Shoes are big Vel'Koz players. So now this Vel'Koz ban doesn't cause any detriment to the side of KFC, who are now going to face an Aphelios and a J4. J4, one of Titan's favorite junglers, known for his level 2 ganks. Very powerful.
And Bondi is notorious for playing this Aphelios, which I hate. I respect the man. Don't get me wrong.
You cut out for me, which means you cut out for all the viewers.
You don't know that.
Oh, you're right. I don't know that. I have a really good guess, though. And the Heimerdinger's locked in, and I've never been more excited in my life about where it's going.
Jungle, now hear me out.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I thought you'd cut me off because you know how you said you'd cut me off if I said something stupid. This is where you cut me off.
Oh, was I supposed to? You didn't tell me that. Oh my! What is going on? I don't even know how excited I should be, how I should be feeling. Shaco Heimerdinger's locked in the CEO game. Oh my goodness, and they're hovering Zed right now. This could be a weird. You can't take Zed into Heimerdinger if Heimerdinger's mid though.
I'm reading chat, and apparently Dewey paid Zelius 50 million gold on RuneScape license.
Are you kidding me?
That's the only reason we
You won't buy Mia Bond or do Barbarian Assault with me, but you're gonna buy a man. Speaking of buying, we have an extremely low budget. If you would like to subscribe or to change that fact, feel free to do so now. Thank you. You would give that man 50 million, but you wouldn't give me a Bond? Gosh darn it, Dewey.
Rod Dingus, no idea who this is. He's asking me who wins, call it now, and I'm gonna go with KFC.
Yeah, KFC.
Heimerdinger,
no one picks Heimerdinger Shaco and aren't going to be absolute chads about how you play. I think that Vladimir ban is exactly what you need to do. Vladimir is a great, great champion right now, and Arthur Dent is a master with him. So we're going to see a Nautilus ban. Also, this is going to be a really hard comp to go in on. Tristana Heimerdinger has a lot of peel. It's very, very strong and difficult to get out here. Shaco also hard to dive into. So I think we're going to see more turtling champions possibly, as we also see the set band away. Another go in, go happy champ. Bondi looking to pick up probably their top laner here. They might give total counter to the top laner. And they are going to pick up Zoe in the mid lane. I think that's pretty good. It's poke heavy. You don't have to fully commit because you zoop in, zoop out. So I think that's a great pickup. Also, a Happy Cloud or Glue Woo is strong on it.
Zoop? I like that word.
What did I say? Zoop?
I really enjoy the clan tags from the side of Glue Eaters here.
Guys, we are streaming a CEO game right now. If you want your games to get streamed when you're playing in either league all you got to do is post in that streaming channel. We have so many posts already. Hopefully we have a stream every single night this week. That is our goal. Me and Ev Ding is bringing you what could be the greatest stream of all time because Yorick, Shaco, and Heimerdinger were just locked in. And here comes the Rakan. All right. Real talk, though.
Mid?
Real talk. I actually like the composition from KFC better.
Really?
Very. The Gnar might have changed. I was going to say they're locking the Mundo 100%. The Gnar makes me feel a little different. There's a lot more Wombo. The Narvin is super, super strong. Zyra on Vizzy is going to be so much damage. However, there's something that's called a chaos comp. And it's actually what KFC are playing right now. You place things that are so chaotic that calling in team fights becomes infinitely harder. Shaco has clones. Shaco also drops multiple boxes on the ground. Tristana.
Shaco sacks. They're called Shaco sacks.
Sure. Boxes on the ground. Heimerdinger has all of the turrets everywhere. Yorick creates people and his ultimate creates another person. You have Shaco's ultimate that creates another person. Rakan zoops in and can CC people. So this is what you call a chaos comp. This is when you think the other team's shot calling is really strong, but you can disrupt it. And so their plan is to disrupt it and probably play for Rift Heralds, not Dragons, and push the side lanes very heavily. You have a super strong 1-3-1 composition, and you have a mid lane that's going to be super hard to go in on. Tristana and Heimerdinger, super hard to dive.
It's Tristana mid, Heimerdinger bot.
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, did we go over that?
Nope.
Oh, so it's Tristan. Okay. That caught me by surprise. I'm sorry.
This comp is super innovative though, and it has a lot of reasons why you do it. The thing that stinks though is, let's say, and I'm speculating, let's say Glue Eaters invade here, and they get 3, even 2 kills to start, maybe set the jungler behind. Could cause a lot of issues. I'm expecting, actually, for Shaco to be invading and force the game into a not horizontal jungle, but like a vertical jungle across the river. So...
yeah, and he's going to want to be top side of that.
Yeah, he's going to want to make sure that he gives a lot of prio for that Rift Herald. That's really what you want to do.
The vertical line... I'm thinking of the lines right now. Yeah, I don't know. Go Canadian KFC.
Go Canadian KFC. I would love to see a 1-1. That being said, last game was super even until it wasn't. I know that's stupid to say, but it was actually really, really even in a lot of team fights back and forth until basically 2 massive team fights and too many dragons were taken from the side of Glue Eaters. Titan and Vizzy still showing how much synergy they have, being able to start fights and keep their team up and alive. Gnar on Arthur Dent is also going to give him another trigger champion, so he doesn't have... but also I will say, I think he is going to build super, super aggro. Yeah, I did just say 1-1. You're right. Thank you, Vigarlo. He's going to build a lot more aggro on Gnar. When he plays it, at least when I've seen him play it, especially in Season 2, he played it a few times. He built, the usual, you're going to see the Black Cleaver, but you can see that on any build, and he actually will rush the Blade of the Ruined King usually after. So he'll have the ability to side split against this Yorick if that is his build, but he will be squishy and susceptible to ganks. So if we see that jungler split for just the top side, it could give a pretty big advantage, as PP Bear's own and Tristana are probably just going to chill in their respective lanes and farm when the things get pushed in. I am worried about Tristana into Zoe, though.
Yeah, I think Heimerdinger would have been better, but also Heimerdinger's better bot. I think
they need the ADC though in this comp. I think they really do need it, so it's
right.
I don't have an issue with it being picked or anything.
It might just be how comfortable they are playing the champ, I guess. Maybe
and it might be that I know.
Yeah,
PP Bears just played it too, Tristana, and didn't really win lane or wasn't able to be dominant. So maybe that was also part of the discussion. Like, okay, here's why we also trade.
Sure. And we're currently doing our thing.
Jumping right on into this bad Mamba Jamba.
Zoop, zoop.
Zoop, zoop. Going right on in. Time control is going to drop that out so we have a little bit cleaner of a cast here. First game over to GE. Glue Eaters. So they're going to start to run. And I'm expecting another 5-point from both teams. Although we could see the invade from Shaco. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm expecting just maybe Glue Eaters invade a little bit now. You know, you kind of want to disrupt the Shaco's boxes, I guess. Would be the only reason.
He's in an interesting spot, which means he might be starting ready. There's a ping out for it now. And a good ward over, making sure they weren't doing any middle brush cheeses, which is some of my favorite kind of invades, is the middle bush. Everyone tucks in, hugs the wall, so you don't have vision on them.
It is my second favorite kind of cheat.
Is your favorite being you start Bard E?
No, Gouda.
Oh, Gouda. Gouda's good cheese.
Gouda is
Smoke Gouda's like that smoke Gouda.
Oh my lord, don't get me going right now.
I can get you going on cheese all day.
Busy.
The gold is dead evil.
Who will win?
Who could take
Will it
this
be?
game?
Will it be Superstar Julie from Bakugan? Probably not.
Superstar Julie from Bakugan. Who takes the red buff right now?
10 seconds. Oh, 5. Oh.
Titan is
Just
all
the game.
Never underestimate the power of the
Thanks so
South
much
Pole.
for joining us here at the LBLCS with that right there, guys. A Happy Cloud is going to trade just a little bit of damage onto Ninja Bear. No one really has kill potential in any lane right now. We're going to see if anybody pushes for level 2.
Always has kill potential. That champion is not.
It was just the tier that which we're watching. I mean, we're watching people basically who were masters last year. And I think everybody, except for maybe 3 players in total, are in Diamond right now in this game. So,
Yeah, I know Daisy is currently, I don't think he's playing ranked, but gold 1.
you know that Body Shot Andy was the 13th best Pantheon in NA for like 2 or 3 months?
Impressive, but not as impressive as my Sivir.
Oh yeah, what's your Sivir? Should people leave Sivir open against you?
Huh?
Should people leave Sivir open against you?
Yes. Actually, I'm not playing. We have a superstar ADC and I will not be playing.
Just a little bit of trading going on. Glue Eater's getting an early lead here with some of the CS. And Titan, known for those early ganks mid lane, is going to go in, but Tristana's pretty safe and should be out safe. Looks like just going to walk around the cautious way back to mid lane. I had to think of another way to say the word safe, so I keep saying safe.
Safe.
Cautious.
Zuzu Luscious.
Mindful. Zuzu Luscious does not sound anything. Oh, looks like they're gonna go in and getting drowsy right now. The stun and all of the damage dropped onto Ninja Bears, who got a little overzealous and is going to fall. Bondi now getting poked out here in the bot lane too. A lot of damage from this combo of Daisy and Heimerdinger here. This Rakan proven to be very protective. Really hard to dive those two. I gotta say, Body Shot Andy's champion pool is absolutely bonkers.
It is an ocean.
Dude, it's absolutely outrageous. He plays Singed, he plays Yorick. I mean, the man's just, he's out there, man. He's out there doing what everyone dreams of.
And he's like Diamond 2, like this.
Yeah, he's like actually gnarly at the game. He's not that low silver Singed main who's trying to proxy and dies 3 times.
Arthur Dent seems very comfortable on this Gnar here.
Yeah, he does play it really, really aggressively. I actually think he's, and they just received a minor buff in the last patch. But I think he's actually W maxing because he does go Blade of the Ruin.
And he gets outed from half a map away. That's good for everyone.
Glorious lane to watch. The bot lane. Just turret, set up, kill stuff, reset up.
It's hurting my mind. Bonnie, this is a message to you. I respect you.
Julie for Bakon is right here. We already get the flash out of Bondi. So much damage. The Ignite is even drop, but PP Bear's own is dropping so low. He does get another shield on nobody. It falls to the minion damage and that plant damage right there. They're unable to pick up a kill. That's 2 summoner spells used for the bot side, and Bondi's going to drop really low. Here's the second Ignite. I think it's going to be enough to kill him. It's picked up by the Rakan, and Ninja Bear's also fighting. I think it's going to be a 3-for-1 down here in the bot lane, but Vizzy has his flash. He's going to drop the Q. The plant is going to finish him up with the auto attack. It's a triple kill for Vizzy, and we know how much damage he can do on that champion. I expect people to start buying some MR on the side of KFC very soon.
Like minutes to go.
Titan looking for the dive here in the top lane too. They're going to flash out already. Here comes the Redemption to do a little extra damage to body shot Andy. Redemption. Oh, that was Zoe. Zoe picked up a Redemption from a minion. I was very confused for a moment there, and that's enough damage to finish him off, but the flash might not be enough. I think he was saved by Triumph. Pretty sure Triumph saved him. His Happy Cloud now running for his life is able to pick up the flash that body shot Andy used, and everyone gets out safe. The score is 1-5. The gold lead is in the favor of the Glue Eaters, who want to show their dominance this year in the CEO League. Looking for the first full win of the season. So much damage on this Vizzy.
Is this the first CEO game of the season?
I believe.
I believe so as well.
Of the actual season, yes. I know there's been a bunch of scrims going on. I actually watched them. Unable to stream all of them, but I did watch some of the CEO scrims going on.
Interesting. And it's Monday, correct?
Yeah. Where do you live? Where do you like? What is going on with you? Pants. When you say something really weird, I'm gonna say pants at you. Body shot Andy pushing up that mid lane. Julie from Bakugan is right here. It's going to catch out Vizzy a little bit. I don't think he's going to have the damage to finish him off in any ways. Gluo is going to work his way over, and so does Titan. They're going to fall off of the dragon just for a moment. But now that means he doesn't have the Q to go in and steal it. And it is going to see secured another Mountain Drake, the first drag over. But this time, Glue Eater's looking a lot stronger in the early game. Up about 4K, maybe 3.5 if they really did the math.
I'm doing the math. I'll get back to you.
Alright, we know it takes a while for you to do anything, so don't worry. By then it might have changed though, so don't, give me a little bit of leeway. Here comes Arthur Dent. He's really pressuring and getting the CS lead against this Yorick here.
Building up botland. That is juicy.
That is a big juicy wave, ain't it?
I want to see Aphelios with his flamethrower.
Just swipe it. That'd be nice to watch.
Just eat it. Yeah.
Does he have flamethrowers? Should I just go down there to watch it? It looks like there might be a play here in the mid lane, but Vizzy spotted out on a ward. That cannon is going to start hitting. A little bit of a lull here in the game as we wait for some things. Oh, but this is what I'm talking about. They're gonna look for the play here. They're probably gonna wait until his ultimate or his mega goes down actually. And actually gonna look for the kill. A nice Q over the wall is gonna make sure that he is safe and away from them. And the exhaust from Ninja Bear onto him. Happy Cloud doing a lot of damage. So they did draw the Gnar ult, but Titan is also up there on that J4, lurking around, trying to make sure that it's safe for him. That is the objective they want, though. Rift Herald with a Yorick ult and the ability to seed with players like Tristana, like Heimerdinger could prove super, super useful. They're going to go over the wall for it right now. The cage does miss, but they're going to get a lot of damage. He is able to E over and jump his way through. Way to stay safe on that Gnar. You really can't go behind him. It's so dangerous. It gives him an extra jump out. There's a lot of summoners up again, though. I'm expecting some big plays soon. The teleport is used from Yorick to get right back in the top lane. A nice stun up for a lot of people. Vizzy still doesn't have flash for a few more seconds, and they are going to get the stun on him. It's going to be a double kill pretty easily. I think a great exhaust, but a nice stopwatch as well, as here comes all of the damage from Vizzy. The ignite, the flash, the drop, and it looks like TP Bear's own will stay alive as long as he stays out of those plants' range. So Rift Herald was taken, but a nice double kill from the side of KFC to get his team a little bit back in the game, close that gold lead gap.
Yeah, a great double bomb, ulted bomb there from PP Bear. Well played. You can tell this guy loves his Heimerdinger. His dinger. He loves his dinger.
He loves his dinger. It's true. And Titan is now here in the top lane. I'm expecting a great flash EQ combo and a nice ultimate follow-up as he does drop his ult. Probably just to hold a little bit, but he fell a little too late. And here comes the Herald now. Shaco moving up to try to hold the tower, but I doubt he'll be able to. He doesn't have his ult. He just used it bot lane. It is up a little bit. I don't think he can do anything. He's going to drop a W. He's going to take so much damage, and the tower's already going to fall. He does force the stopwatch out of J4. Had Shaco had his ult there and was able to go in a little bit earlier, he might have been able to hold it, but gives him a little bit extra gold and a little bit extra pressure around that dragon area now that they know he's down. A nice stun, some good follow-up damage from his turrets as well.
Yeah, I'd like to address that tight J4 flash EQ, or EQ flash. That was beautiful.
It was really, really nice. Guys, if you don't know about what he did or don't understand what he did, you can actually flash onto an opponent in the middle of your flag and drag, and it will still knock them up because you're in the animation for it. Similar to how the Gragas E flash works, same kind of mechanic.
Yeah, and if you want even more information, just subscribe to twitch.tv/lowbudgetlcs.
Or drop us a follow anyway so we know you're part of us.
You can be part of me.
My pants. Looks like there is a fight over this Infernal Drake. Titan probably already has it summed up, and it's going to be the 6th dragon of the series going over to the side of the Glue Eaters, the second one in this game, and we do see, hey, it's a Cloud Drake this time.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, Ninja Bear dropping solo and does die. Whoa. Barely dying.
Whoa.
That was an Ahri kill. Ahri swooped in.
Yeah, that was...
Another friend.
Thanks so much for following my dude. Julie from Bakon with a nice Q over the wall to keep him safe is probably going to send out himself in the ult. He flashes over and hits the wrong one. I think that might be enough damage in those, and it is a nice pickup and a good shutdown for the side of Shaco. As Heimerdinger is trying to just farm out as much as they can. Oh, they didn't get that plate. It just hit 14 minutes as they're about to get that plate. That's so funny.
That's so good, yeah.
Stana's going to go in on Arthur Dent here in the top lane, do as much damage as they can. We might see an ignite and a flash ult, the ult as well. So that's actually a shutdown, and the shutdown got bigger. So it's 600 gold over to Ninja Bear, trading his life for Gnars.
That's, you say worth an all chat after that one, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Not
in the LBLCS, but if you're in solo queue, I think it's mandatory.
It was a metaphor.
It was a metaphor. Do you know what a metaphor is?
It's like when there's... Oh!
Oh! Happy Cloud comes from like 3 screens away and just deletes you. This is how it feels to play against the Zoe, who's good.
That was... shimmering.
They look like they're going to take mid-tower here as well. I'm assuming a lot of CEO teams are watching. I know some people in the spin doctors are. Here comes Joey from Bakugan again trying to hold the tower. Again is going to get dropped really low and might just have to die. Bonnie's also dropping low. Ninja Bear unable to follow it up and do enough damage. But he steps into getting zoned out from Busy's plants, and everybody's going to start to back up here in the mid lane. As Happy Cloud looking for a big chunk of damage and does hit it, is dropping the heal as well. Body shot Andy is getting body shot outed by Arthur Dent here in the top lane, and a nice ultimate to finish him off as Slutty Stepsister fails to go in, and some moments of desperation here from KFC, but they still have the ability to hold with a big Heimerdinger who's just looking for enough damage onto Bondi. A nice flash away from Titan's ultimate there is going to keep him safe, and they might be able to hold this mid tower, but Luwu looking for it, unable to find it. That timer is still shorter. It's only 16 minutes in the game, but the towers are 4-1, and it's a lot of pressure. A nice Q away, but I think this connect will still happen, and a nice use of getting behind that box he had set up, really keeping him alive. A few more
Yeah,
setup.
I think without that box, he that
Flashed into it. Oh, man.
Another friend.
Thanks so much for the follow, you guys. I can't see who you are right now because we're really low budget and only 1 monitor.
when we get to
Another friend.
Another
1,000
follow.
followers,
1,000 follow. What are you gonna do when we get to 1,000?
I was gonna take a video of me singing the LBL's choice of song shirtless.
Okay, so let's make sure we never reach 1,000 followers, guys. If we get to 999, please unfollow in case we get another new one and they don't know about this rule. We don't want... You know what? You know what we will take? I will take you shaving your head and your arms live on stream.
My arm?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I think it'd be really funny if, like, the next time you're on a date, they're like, "Why do you have no hair on your arms?"
Whoa.
And you have to explain.
I'll stop you right there.
You need to explain it.
I'll stop you right there. Me on a date?
Yeah, you're right. It's COVID. Unlucky.
Yeah, I can shit in my head while I sing.
Ooh, okay. I might actually watch that.
I know what song. Maybe I'll go like...
TP's Bear own looking for some engage here, and it's going to get a lot of damage. A nice ultimate, too, from Ninja Bear, but a huge lockup from Titan is going to keep all of the carries in one spot. Bonnie is going to fall on the back end. Ninja Bear is going to fall on the front end, and it looks like TP Bear's own is going to run for his life away from Titan. A nice flash from Happy Cloud is going to keep him in range to get the kill. Guys, it's a 5 for 1 as Arthur Dent was able to pick up body shot Andy as well, and it looks like they're going to use this Rift Herald and try to close out this game even faster than the last one. Blue Eaters are looking so dominant, drafting so well. They have gotten every single major objective in these series here. Arthur Dent is about to crack open an inhibit at about 18 minutes, 40 seconds, but Bakugan's going to try to stop him.
Never break an inhib before 20.
No. All right, we've had this conversation. Don't break an inhib before 17. You can break an inhib before 20. Don't do it before there's something to take while the inhib's still down. Speaking of something to take, it is going to be the first air drake of the game going over to the side of the Glue Eaters in a matter of seconds right now, and it's going to be the 3rd dragon of the game and the 7th of the series. There it is. Not only are they on the back foot right here, it's a long race to catch back up to all of these stats and all of this damage. I did talk about the Gnar. He did go for the Blade of the Ruined King second. He's doing so much damage, and Yorick is just unable to match it. But I have to say, while it looks like the game might go in the way of the Glue Eaters, and yes, they had really, really nice drafts both games, I don't know if they're having more fun than Shaco, Heimerdinger, Yorick are. Oh, getting to play that?
Yeah.
You get to
it's
play
hard
that.
to have more fun than Shaco.
Yeah.
Nice still have faith. I got faith in my boys. I think they're gonna pull it off. I think they're gonna make it happen.
They're down about 10K right now, a little more even. They
I've seen
really,
worse.
really need to get this picks on these guys. They're gonna get Baron really soon. We do see Shaco about to do a big bait. He does get a nice use of his ultimate, but it just doesn't do enough. And here comes Rakan trying to set up the damage dealer. Just PP Bear's own is getting soloed by Titan on this massive Jarvan, and here comes Bondi. A nice use of the ultimate. Can he connect with this Q to summon him up? He can't, but Ninja Bears is already going down. It's going to be enough damage right there, and body shot Andy, just trying to trade one. He knows he's the one with the Rip Herald and can absolutely secure the game, so he's going to drop it right there in the back line. And it's going to be an ace at 20 minutes and 34 seconds. Here comes the end result of game 2. I can only imagine, but death timers are still so short. They're going to get one more chance.
Yeah, I think if you get a charge off here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all over, guys. That's going to be a 2-0 for Glue Eaters as they're just going to march through the base of the Canadian KFC. A nice flash is going to keep you here safe for another few seconds. So the tower falls, followed by the Nexus. A brutal scoreline of 7-28 means game 2 goes to the Glue Eaters.
And they had a nice fatty chicken thigh right there. They just ate it up and put some barbecue sauce near it, but not on it.
Near it, but not on it.
I don't really like barbecue.
You just assumed everyone else would like it. GE looking super, super strong in that series. The damage charts are absolutely whack. Arthur Dent is a mad lad, doing 14,000 damage that game in what was a really short game, and showed off the dominance and the prowess of this team. I think there's definitely good takeaways for both sides, where and what they need to do better. I'd be down to interview somebody, but I don't know if Dingus should do it.
Mr. Glue emote
Glue
is waiting here in community if you would like to click on him.
Yeah, I'll drag him right on in.
Zoom him all right there. Yeah.
I'll pull him on in. Here he comes. Here's the boy.
Hey, friend.
Yo.
How
What's up?
are you? That's it.
Feeling good. We just won, man. 2-0.
Yeah, you won 2-0. What were you guys thinking? This is what I'm thinking about. When they picked in Heimer and Shaco together, did you have ideas of where they were going or what they were doing with that?
So, like, we thought that Triss could go. So they did, like, Triss first pick, and we're like, okay, well, maybe Triss is a flex. And then when they locked in Heimer, we were like, okay, well, those are, like, kind of like three-way flex picks almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the Gar was going to take Heimer because he plays those, like, weirder champs, like Singed and stuff, you know?
Sure.
I was like, okay, so, like, maybe Gar will play Heimer. Like, that's kind of seems something in his alley. And then locked in Shaco, I was like, oh, it's an interesting team comp they got going for them.
They went for the chaos team comp, kind of to try to get an
what
early lead and confuse you guys in the comms there. Try to basically bust around your two picks. I think Zoe was a really great pick and adaptation because you weren't 100% sure where everyone was going, so I thought that was a great pickup, and it's one of your favorite champions. I think you guys drafted really well in both games. Were you guys able to play a lot of scrims together? I know you basically changed Glue Eater's roster by 2 from last season.
Yeah, we were able to do a lot of scrims, and we like kind of struggled to find our style. You know, sometimes like when you switch people up, the players may not mesh the same way. Like me and Titan, for instance, like really had to start doing a lot more and like learn about each other's play styles. But I think this Glue Eaters roster is like more well-rounded. I think we showed like, you know, I played Zoe in the past, but like we played like Azir mid, where I mostly played melee champs last year, and then our support is Mike, who like can play the engage stuff we favored last year, but also likes to play these mages. So
yeah,
I think we're like more well-rounded, and yeah, we've just been able to scrim a lot of teams and like measure ourselves up, and I think that we're like in a pretty good position this year to do even better than last year.
Yeah, and you guys did very well last year, so hopefully you even do better this year as well. I did notice that you I thought for a second that Arthur Dent was going to play 2 tanks in a row. Obviously, when he knocks in Gnar, though, he's not going to build tank. He's basically just like a strange ADC.
Yeah.
So interesting to see how your team adapts and continues in the future, especially against different opponents. I wish you guys the best of luck. Do you have anything to say to all of those Glue Eater fans, including Dewey out there?
Well, first of all, we did it for Dewey. Hashtag do it for Dewey. And second of all, just shout out to everyone who watches this. I feel like that we have a lot of people cheering for us. When we play, which is cool. We try to be pretty active in community, and there's a lot of new people this season.
Absolutely.
That are also been very active. So that's nice to see. So I'm excited to watch and potentially cast those games. And yeah, the Glue Eaters are coming for first. And shout out to give me one sec. I have something prepared.
Oh,
Is it for
yes.
Dingus?
Shout out to Bondi. Bondi, you mean the tallest ADC in the league? The hulking Goliath of a player whose champ pool is as wide as he is tall? That Bondi? The wrongly ranked 4th best ADC who systematically destroyed every bot lane who has ever crossed his path? I'd say his line of sight, but none of these munchkins even come up to his chin. The Ezreal prodigy, the one who made LBLCS champ Dewey change his entire pool to even exist in the same lane as him? Yeah, I know him, and this year he's coming for the crown. So
Hashtag do it for Dewey.
My lord.
Hashtag do it for Dewey. Okay, bye guys.
Thank you so much. Guys, we are in for a heck of a season in all 3 leagues. We are going to be signing off right about now, though. Thank you so much for tuning in. The stats will be inputted soon. The rankings will be updated, as well as the standings. Guys, if you want your game streamed, or if you want to be part of this action, go down underneath, click that link to our Discord, join, find yourself a team, get in
And
here.
send me a picture of your hands.
Don't do that. Why would you want? Take those hands, however they may look, whether in a picture or not. Click over to the streaming schedule underneath the informational and type in when those streams are, and we will try to make sure 2 casters, almost as good as me and Ev Dingus, watch your game. Thanks, guys. We're signing off.
Are we done?